see if we can add Facebook now. Check one, okay. All right, here we go. Okay, so that looks good. Currently, I'm not worried about. Well, let's do our display settings. Ultra high. Full screen. Display resolution. That looks good. 100% HD. That looks good. But it's wanting to play on this screen for some odd reason. Okay, let's set this as the main display then. Alright, so that should... Right, now we should be able to start the game. FF logs? No, I'm not taking. Okay, so open Steam up again and play. Okay, there you go. Alright, play on the correct screen. There we go. Man, just so many things you have to adjust. It's crazy. It doesn't matter. You can't use that anyway, so. Shift tab. Close. Turn the game. Nope. Alright, so now, there we go. Now we can go to our display settings. Whatever. I'm not 768. Character lighting. No frame rate limits. Graphics settings. Here we go. Maximum. Wet surface effects. Resolution, good. Texture detail, movement physics, all looks good. Mouse settings. Gamepad settings, theme settings. Yeah, I'm not too worried about that. Other settings, high quality. Screenshot folder. Open Windows, cutscene audio. Switch to online status to camera mode, okay. Switch to idling camera when auto AFK activates. Accessibility settings. Wireless control settings. Blah, blah, blah. Enable gamepad? No. That's funny, I can use my Fanatec for this. There we go, now it says that we're streaming Final Fantasy XIV. Virtual mouse, gamepad customization, button configuration. I don't want to use a gamepad. Other settings. Okay. Now, where are the control settings? I can't remember that. Mouse settings. Alright, let's do it. Okay, so we want to be in North America. Oh, I gotta find out which one my friend's in. Oh, that's not the one. That's not Discord. Leviathan, I think. Primal Data Center. Alright, so we're connecting to the Primal Data Center, Leviathan. Making our character.
A vibrant planet blessed by the light of the crystal. Amid azure seas encompassed three great continents. There lies, embraced by gods and forged by heroes. Her name, Aetherite. The annals of Eorzean history chart the rise of a succession of great civilizations, each one enjoying an age of peace, the astral eras. To date, all have proved ephemeral. In the year 1572 of the sixth and most recent astral era, the Northern Empire of Garlemald amassed a great army at the heart of Eorzea, seeking dominion over all. rising in desperate resistance, the forces of the Eorzean Alliance met their would-be conquerors in the field. Yet, even as the battle raged, the lesser moon, Dalamur, was plucked from the heavens through imperial machination. From its core emerged the elder primal Bahamut, who unleashed his fury upon the realm. The devastation brought Eorzea to its knees and the era to its end. 5 years have come and gone. The light of life still shines upon Eorzea. Man labors tirelessly to raise himself from the calamity's ruin. The realm is forever changed, a stranger to him once more. Yet heedless of what lies ahead, he shall press on. Spurred by the promise of peace and prosperity. Amid this period of great change, an adventurer arrives in Eorzea, one whose tale is yet unwritten.
Yeah, you gotta hand it to him, man. The graphics on this game and the storytelling are amazing.
Walk in the light of the crystal.
Alright, welcome to Eorzea. Before your adventure can begin, you must first create a character. So, do I have anybody in my chat? If I do, what class should I pick? Apparently we can't choose Hrothgar, but we can choose Hiren, or Hire, here. Let's see, I want to also let people know. Okay, I think I'm gonna go with Hire. An environment. This is just so you see what you look like in an environment. Yep, that looks good to me. Midlander. Alright, so height. It's gonna be tall. Gotta be tall. There's no reason he should not be tall. Because he's gonna be a sword-wielding badass. I'm 72 inches. So 6'2". Muscle tone. Chiseled. Skin color. He's got a baby face. Hey, welcome, viewer. Let's see, we can... It looks like Sephiroth. Oh, they got all kinds of choices here. That one's kind of cool. Interesting. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with that. Hair color. Regular black hair. Face. More of the baby face. There we go. That'll work. Yeah, that'll work. Jaw. Type 1. Type 2. Type 3. Type 4. Type 4. Eye shape. Let's do... kind of like that. Iris size. Small. Eye color. Let's do blue. Eyebrows. It's got a scowl. Yep. All his years of being a fighter have taken a toll on his attitude and aggression, so he's got a permanent scowl now. Nose. That's me right there. Mouth. I don't have that big of lips. I think 3 will work. Lip color. Give him lipstick. Blue, like he in the cold. That makes sense. I mean, he's got blue eyes. That'll work, whatever. Facial features. What? Okay, so mustache. Scar on the face. Scar there. Yep. He's a fighter. Tattoos. Tattoo colors, obviously going to be black. Paint, face paint. Braveheart. We could totally do Braveheart. See, face paint color. No. Not gonna do that. No face paint. Voice. What the fuck was that? Oh my god. That one just sounded weird. That one did sound. Ha ha! Okay, that'll work. Okay, so save appearance, yes, and save slot 1. Fighter with tattoos on face and scars. Warrior. Alright, so first Astro Moon. Look here, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. April, May, June, July. It's weird, they have 32 days. Alright, so this guy is going to be a warrior. So I don't know, he might be a warrior, he might be a rogue. Goddess of War. Relentless warriors, armed with bronze, great shield, and symbol. Okay. A round skillet. Nope. Ashen staff. Silken veil. Long-bladed harpoon, so that would be dragoon. Walking stick, ranger. Two-handed hammer. Golden fan. Scythe. Great axe. Okay. Marauder. Fearsome arm, emblematic Aetherite pirates approach battle. Gladiator, one-handed blades from daggers to long swords. Single or double-edged, straight or curved. Emphasis on diverse combat tactics. Sword and shield. I like the shield part. Relying on strength and steel. And Lancer, Archer. Probably find more fights with a Gladiator. I think I'll go Gladiator. And Olda is where we're going to start. There we go. I like that. Alright, here we go. This is where I get to choose. You have selected Lamia as your starting world. No, select another. Primal Leviathan. Oh, Leviathan's not available. Damn, that sucks. What's Legacy? Huh. Well, let's do Excalibur. That'll be easy to remember. Alright, so Shadow 073180. Oh. Ah, won't let me do that. Only letters, hyphens, and apostrophes can be used. The first character of each name must be a letter. Whatever, that'll work. Alright, let's get started. What? Okay. Exodus. Sounds... Alright, so we'll go with Exodus. Oh, really? I don't think this will work, but... That wouldn't work. Oh god, I don't know. We already tried that. Character name cannot be used. Let's try a different homeworld. Okay, so we're good. Lamia. Players in queue, 35. Interesting. There we go. All right.
Here. Here. Feel.
Here, Phil, think. Oh.
Here. Feel. Think.
I look like a king. That is so badass. Yes! Don't know what happened, but I think I kicked his ass. Hey! Hey, you! There's a lot of reading in this game. You alright, lad? You were moaning something fierce for a while there. Feeling the effects of the ether, I reckon. You'll get used to it, though. Don't worry. You there! Halt! What's all this about? I'm not gonna do voices. Inspection. Men, search the carriage. I'm just an honest peddler, friend, so don't be too disappointed if you don't find nothing, eh? Mind your tongue, old man, lest I cut it out. Sir, look! Somnus! Honest peddler, was it? Since when do honest peddlers deal in prohibited herbs? You're in a lot of trouble, old man. You'll rot in a dungeon till the end of your days, unless you can afford the fine. Ha! Business as usual. Ah! Amalja! Amalja! To arms! To arms! Seven hells! Consider this a warning. Now, go! All of you! Thanks for sticking around, viewer. Even though I'm doing the voices, I hope it doesn't bother you. Whew. That kind of excitement ain't good for the heart. You be careful round them brass blades, lad. Bastards will have the shirt off your back if you fancy it. Like common bandits they are, only less honest. Thank the gods for sending some beastmen to the rescue, eh? Hey, seeing as we've still got a long ride ahead, you mind keeping me company till we arrive? Them young'uns don't much care for conversation, see? Bread's the name, and peddlin's me trade. And judging by your usual garments, I'll wager you're one of them new adventurers. I knew it. Going wherever the wind blows, seeking fortune and glory. Now that's what I called a living. So long as you can avoid dying, I mean. Ain't no secret that adventuring's a risky business these days, especially. What was it that first attracted you to it? Be it as I am a tank, then obviously I want to be strong. So, to gain power. Power. As in, power to do good? Like protecting the weak and fighting for what's right and all that? I thought that's what you meant. Well, adventurers do get up a lot of fighting, that's for sure. You'll never be short of a chance to polish your warcraft in the adventuring business. When you arrive in town, you best enroll at the Adventurers Guild. They'll set you on the right path. And it wouldn't hurt to join a guild, neither. Olda's home to a few, so if you fancy learning how to fight with a sword, your fists, or even spells, you should think about seeking one out. Just remember, though, there's more important things than fortune and glory, such as breathing. Ain't no profit in being dead, and that's a fact. By the by, is this your first trip to Ulda? It is? Well then, let this journeyed itinerant tell you the ins and outs of your destination. Ulda is ruled by the Sultana in name, but as most folk know, the Syndicate holds all the real power. Them and their monetarist cronies would happily get rid of her grace altogether, but that won't happen. While she still commands the loyalty of the Royalists, and the Royalists are nothing if not loyal, these factions have long fought over power, throwing the weight of their wealth against each other, and they show no sign of stopping. Of course, the Lizardmen, that's the Amalja, couldn't care less about olden politics. They have their own interests, see? And they ain't afraid to use force to serve them. They say war is a gift to peddlers. Need, breed, and profit. And though it shames me to say it, I'm inclined to agree. Ah! Long last. Behold, Ulda, jewel of Thanalan, where folk turn sand into gold.
Deep in the sun-baked south, surrounded by the shifting sands of an endless desert, she rises. A solitary rose amidst the dust and rock, a symbol of defiance. Her name, Ulda.
Ulda.
Even with the coming of the seventh umbral era, hope springs eternal for the mongers and merchants who vie for lost fortunes in this bustling oasis. As the twin
I wish I had a voice like this guy.
Thal maintain their vigil over all that has been and shall be, the present proffers a brave soul. One whose arrival could mark the beginning of a new era of prosperity for the realm.
And here's where we part ways, lad. I'm off to the markets to deliver me wares. Then it's on to the high road for me. Here. I want you to have this, by the way. Thanks for putting up with me prattle. You never did tell me your name, though. Hey, but here's an idea. Become the sort of storied personage I can brag about having met. I'll consider us square.
May the traders nurture our fortunes as they kindle the flames which burn within us all. For by fire are we reborn.
I don't know why I'm wearing a necklace. Final Fantasy XIV. Welcome to Ulda. Oi, adventurer! Over here! Aye, I mean you. Fresh off the carriage by any chance? Hey, how can I tell? Name's Wymond. My business is knowing every bugger else. Now then, what if I was to offer you some invaluable advice by way of welcome to our fair city, free of charge? Even just this once, like... Okay, he's going to teach me how to move. Welcome to Ul'dah, the shining beacon of prosperity rising from the deserts of Thanalan. Please select the control scheme you wish to use. Mouse and keyboard. Follow the instructions to move your character and adjust the position of the camera. When you're ready to proceed, speak to Wyman. Open the Final Fantasy XIV Lodestone Play Guide in your default web browser. No. That looks like good enough. That'll work. Huh. Alright. To be recognized as an adventurer in the city-state of Ul'dah, you must register yourself with the Adventurers Guild. So that's our first quest. Tis plain to anyone with eyes that you don't know your way around here. If I let you go wandering off down the nearest dark alley, you're certain to get mugged at worst, or worse. And I don't want that on my conscience. So, before you do anything else, you'll want to head over to the quicksand and speak with Momodi. She's the master of the Adventurers Guild and can set you on the right path. So over there. Just take those steps over yonder and pass through the double doors. You'll find her inside. That's as much as you're getting for free. Good luck with the adventuring, adventurer. Alright, and this is all the special information, non-player characters, basically talking about what non-player characters are, and how you can tell by the exclamation marks above their head, tell if they have a quest. Good to know you have begun a quest. There's a duty list to help complete your task. Duty list. Upon accepting a quest, the current objectives will appear under the quest title in the duty list on the right side of the screen. A maximum of 5 quests can be displayed at once. Click on the title will open the quests in your journal, allowing you to review objects and rewards, or objectives and rewards. Okay, so there we go. That tells me where to go, right there. And as you can see on the map over here, it's got the check mark. I don't quite like this, how it overlaps. My chat. I think we can adjust that. Alright, complete a quest by right-clicking on the NPC with the check mark displayed above her head. Completing quests will earn you a variety of rewards from items and guild to experience points. Why, hello there! Who might you be? Wow. If you're looking to join the Adventurers Guild, you've come to the right place. Name's Momodi, and I own this fine establishment, if it please you. I also manage the Adventurers Guild here in Ul'dah, so you might say that looking after green adventurers like yourself is my vocation. And lucky for you, that is. Without someone like me to steer you right, you'd soon find yourself out in the middle of nowhere, caught up in business you don't understand. Like our conflict with the Amalja, for example. They've been plaguing the Sultanate for nigh on, forever now. Then there's the Garlean Empire. None can say for sure what they're plotting these days, only that they are. Aye, the people drink and make merry, but underneath it all, they're worry, and lingering feeling of loss. Little wonder. It's scarce been 5 years since the lesson moon cracked open like a giant egg, releasing an abomination intent on turning the realm into the 8th hell. So much was lost in the blink of an eye, 'twas like the end of the world had come at last. But then things began to get foggy. Everyone got their own version of what happened next, some of them 2 or 3. You'd think people would remember something like that, but the fact is, they don't. Nobody does. There is one thing the survivors agree on, though. The part played by a band of adventurers who laid down their lives for a realm that wasn't their own. They fought valiantly, and like so many others, they never returned. Deeds worth remembering. I'm sure you'll agree. It's just a shame our recollections of those brave heroes are as jumbled as those of the calamity itself. Whenever we try to call their faces to mind, it's like they're standing between us and the midday sun, permanently silhouetted. I'll bet that sounds poetic to you, doesn't it? Well, it's not. It's bloody infuriating. But even if we can't remember them, we'll not let them be forgotten, and so we call them the Warriors of Light. And they'll forever stand as a shining example of what adventurers can achieve. That's why I welcome a new arrival like yourself to our fair city. All I ask is you lend a helping hand and try to leave Ul'dah in a better state than you found her. If you can promise that, I'd be happy to let you join the guild. Alright then, a promise is a promise now. I'm counting on your help to put the past behind us. We need people working and spending and bickering like the old days. And a happy and prosperous Ul'dah means more business for the quicksand too. Any road, let's make this official. Go ahead and write your name in the register, neat as you can. Shadow Gaming. Well, ain't that a charming name? Just rolls off the tongue, it does. Alright, Mr. Gaming. On behalf of the Adventurers Guild, I officially... Please, sir, be merciful. 12 is my witness. I swear to you, I'll bring you your money. In the East, it is said that even a merciful god might be driven to vengeance if thrice blasphemed. Be grateful you were given a 4th chance to offend. You too, attend to this scum. No, please, mercy. Well, ain't that a sorry sight, nor an uncommon one. If I'm honest, don't worry though, if you work hard, I doubt you'll end up like him. Just the same, if you ever need a bit of advice about one thing or another, pay me a visit. Just don't go bothering me every time you stub your bloody toe, all that. All right. Of course, I do enjoy hearing tell of gentlemen's woes with the womenfolk from time to time. Any road, welcome to Ul'dah, Shadow. Take a moment to catch your breath. I'll teach you a little about our fair city. Alright, finished our first quest. This concludes the introductory game tutorial. You have taken the first step as an adventurer in the city of Ul'dah. Listen well to the wisdom of Modi Modi. Then go forth and discover the incredible adventures that await you. Wow, we got 1 level already. Important quests used to tell the story of Eorzea and her people are called main scenario quests. These tasks are easily distinguishable from others by their unique icon. It's got a exclamation point and it looks like it's being torn apart, I guess. Quests using the icon indicate a task or series of tasks is tied to new duties or features you have yet to unlock, so these are like class quests. Alright, so we're doing another quest that is storyline. Mamodi, the proprietress of the Quicksand, wants you to perform 3 tasks that will help you learn the fundamentals of adventuring. Before you go charging off to find your fortune, I have a few basic tasks I'd like you to perform so as to help you get to know the place. First of all, I want you to visit the Aetherite Plaza. To get there, head west from here till you reach Emerald Avenue, then look to the north. You should see a giant floating crystal called the Aetherite. If it weren't for Aetherites, traveling around Eorzea would be a damn sight more troublesome than it is. Of course, you still need to attune with them before you can use them, so be sure to do that with the one in the plaza. You ever attuned with an Aetherite before, Shadow? If not, just lay your hands on the thing and you'll see what I mean. When you've done that, I want you to pay a visit to the Gladiators Guild over at the Colosseum. Assuming that sword ain't just for show, you might consider training there. Finally, I want you to visit the Sapphire Avenue Exchange over on the steps of Thal. Goods from all across Eorzea and beyond turn up there every day. You'll have no trouble finding armor, weapons, or anything else a fledgling adventurer like yourself might need. You might say that everything's for sale here in Ul'dah as long as you've got the guild. Just make sure as you don't pay more than you thought. There's plenty as won't scruple to swindle unsuspecting foreigners like yourself, especially if they think no one's looking out for their best interests. Which is why I'm giving you this letter. When you visit the exchange, find a gentleman named Cesaroga and give it to him. He'll be happy to tell you about the markets once he's read it. In short, then, visit the Aetherite Plaza, the Gladiators Guild, and the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. Simple. Oh, but before you go, a word of advice. While there are more than a few unsavory characters out there who will try to take advantage of you, there are also some with honest-to-goodness problems who you can consider offering a helping hand to. A lot of folk are lured to the city by the promise of wealth and power. What many of them fail to realize is that instead of chasing after Guild the moment they get here, they ought to be making friends. Let it be known that you're willing to give as much as you get, and opportunities will come your way. Speaking of which, you should speak with the smith over yonder. Those lads always have some good advice for up-and-coming adventurers. Otherwise, that's about it for me. It's past time you've got going. Oh, and let me know when you finish, will you? That way I won't spend my days worrying about you. You're down to the small clothes without a guild to the name. Okay. Thanks for sticking in there, viewer. Appreciate it. Alright, so the main menu grants quick and easy access to most of the game's main features. For example, selecting characters under Character opens a window containing your character's various attributes and currently equipped gear. Selecting Journal under Duty displays a list of current and completed quests and levy quests. Character, Duty, Logs. If you wish to customize the game's various settings, including key bindings, HUD layout, and system configuration, they all can be accessed via system. Select Active Help to display these tutorial messages. Game progress is saved automatically, so there are no in-game save or load functions. However, to prevent data from being lost or corrupted, it is strongly recommended that you end each playing session by selecting Log Out or Exit Game from the system menu. A crescent moon icon will appear to the right of your experience bar whenever you enter a sanctuary. While in this special area, you will accrue a rested bonus. The bonus will continue to grow even if you are offline. All experience earned through battle, crafting, and gathering while under the benefit of the rested bonus will be increased by 50%. The current rested bonus is displayed on top of the experience bar. The dark orange bar shows how much more experience can be earned before the bonus fades. If the bar is blue, it indicates your bonus will carry over to the next level. Inns and cities, as well as various outposts and settlements, are classified as sanctuaries. To maximize your experience earning potential, make it a habit to always log out in one of these areas. Press M on your keyboard, selecting the minimap, or selecting Map under Travel from the main menu in the lower right-hand corner of your screen will bring up the area map. If a quest objective is located in that area, it will be indicated with a special icon. The location of quest objectives can also be confirmed by clicking on the objective in the duty list. Alright, so we need to go find these objectives. First, I want to adjust my HUD. Alright. Duty, basic. Hotbar. Yeah, I don't like that. I've never liked that. Alright, here we go. This is what I liked. 3x4. Element size. Can make it 90. There we go. 90's good. We want to move it. Can we move it? Two. Three by four. And it was 90. One, up by two, up by three, four. There's a better way of doing this. If you continue, whatever. I just go back to the defaults. Okay, there we go. That's what we can do. 90. And hotbar 3. 90. It's gonna be over here. Hotbar 2. There. Hotbar 1. Be right there. Okay. I don't need access to the hotbars. I mean, I just put them wherever I want them. All right. I will get it away from the chat. We don't want to block that. We don't want it to block the percentage of our experience. why that's there. Okay. And this over here, this is our bag, our storage. Keybind's already good. Okay, I think we're good for now. Let's go talk to this guy like she wanted us to. These are levy quest guys. Greetings, I am of the Smiths, a stoker of fires and forger of futures. As a dedicated member of the Adventurers Guild, I have been entrusted with the task of providing assistance to new adventurers. I see you have been recently taken up the adventurer's mantle. Possibilities stretching out before you must be positively daunting. In the Adventurers Guild, we see new adventurers as fledgling heroes. You are our champion of tomorrow, our nascent stars of limitless potential. My fellow Smiths and I are here to provide you with the guidance, but the Guild also enlists a cadre of veteran adventurers who will be happy to share with you their accumulated wisdom. You can recognize these helpful men and women by their title of mentor. Mentors stand ready to advise you on any aspect of adventuring. They have hundreds of quests under their belts and will likely have a solution for whatever dilemma might be causing you trouble. A mentor may even offer to accompany you on your adventures. I highly recommend that you take advantage of a mentor's aid to enrich your experience in Eorzea. Pray do not hesitate to ask me if you would like to know more. A new adventurer status is applied to all players who have recently begun their adventures. Amongst Eorzea's thriving population, there are seasoned players known as mentors who have taken it upon themselves to assist these new adventurers. When a new adventurer and mentor form a party, they both receive a bonus to experience points earned. Upon invitation by a mentor, new adventurers also gain access to the Novus Network, an exclusive chat channel where they can consult with mentors and share their experiences with other beginning players. What will you do? Nothing. Okay. Alright, so we need to go here. Over here. Thought there was a way to add them. Whatever. Maybe I'm thinking of a different game. So apparently, since we're new, we have this. Hey, we got somebody watching on YouTube. Welcome. So apparently, since we have this little leaf on our name, that shows people that we are new to this game, but technically we're not. So now we are attuning to the Aetherite. Hail, adventurer! Might you have come at the behest of Miss Momodi of the Quicksand? Excellent, which brings us to the matter of the attunement fee. That will be 100,000 gil, if you please, sir. Ah ha ha ha. Apologies, but I do so relish the opportunity to make that jest. The look on your face was absolutely priceless. Ah, but the fact that you were so easily deceived suggests to me that you are unfamiliar with the use of Aetherites. Allow me to explain. These crystalline agglomerations tap into the ethereal energies and are primarily used as a means to travel swiftly from one place to another. Perchance you have heard of return and teleport? Well, these teletransportation spells make direct use of the Aetherites and their connection to the flow of ether. Given that there is an Aetherite in almost every corner of Eorzea, any adventurer with a mind to explore the realm will wish to seek out and attune himself to each and every one. But even if you have no intention of wandering beyond the Sultanate's borders, I would it would be prudent of you to attune yourself to any Aetherites you encounter from now on. I pray you found that informative. Should you wish to learn more about Aetherites and transportation magic, I should be happy to answer your questions. So basically, this is just like a Hearthstone in WoW. But it's cooler, actually, because in WoW, you have to go to the inn and set it as your home, and then your Hearthstone will take you there. But Aetherites, you can move between areas throughout Final Fantasy XIV, which is really cool. Return will return you to whichever one you choose. The spell Return can be used to instantly travel back to the Aetherite, set as your home point. Okay, so basically that's like Hearthstone. Casting the spell does not require any magic points and can be accessed by selecting Return under Travel from the main menu. The sole limitation of the spell is that it can only be cast once every 15 minutes. Only one home point may be set at any time. To make an Aetherite your new home point, right-click on the crystal to bring up the Aetherite menu. Set as home point. Okay, so now when you hit return, you will be returned here, just like in WoW. But if you click this and click on the Aetherite network, you can go anywhere that you've attuned to an Aetherite. Alright, on to our next point. Looks like it's over here. Hold up, close to home. Steps of Thal. So these are saying that you can get to this quest point by going really anywhere. But here's another Aetherite, so we might as well tune it here. Alright, so we're tuned to that one. Right, and this is where we need to go. So we're in the exchange that they were telling us to go to. And there's our guy, Soroga. And you are? Oh, a newcomer, come adventurer. But of course, 1 second, guys. Hey.
Hey.
What's up?
I want Applebee's.
Get Applebee's.
You want your broccoli shrimp stuff? Okay.
Yep.
Okay. I got you, Bear.
Okay, cool.
They were out of your burritos. They were out of my pizzas. They suck.
Did they have any burritos?
At all. Nothing. And there was a lady in the aisle. I said, do you know when you guys are going to be restocked on this part? She was like, I honestly don't know. And walked away. Like, bitch, call somebody and ask. Customer service. People suck.
Yep.
But yeah. Try again tomorrow. Different store.
Okay. Alright, so I'm sure you heard that. Sorry about that. Alright, so, you would have me teach you the ways of the marketplace. Very wise. As for my fee, what? You expect me to do it for free? Surely you jest. My dear adventurer, when you ask an Olden for a favor, you should at least try to make it worth his while. Judging by your garb, I rather doubt you could afford my services, but the fact you offer nothing is laughable. Let's give this to him. Oh, Mistress Momodi instructed you to seek me out, did she? Consider yourself fortunate to have such influential friends. I shall be brief, and you shall be attentive. You stand in the Sapphire Avenue Exchange, the busiest and most profitable marketplace in the Sultanate, being advantageously situated in a relation to the other city-states. Uldah's markets have ever served as both the literal and figurative centers of Eorzean commerce. All the great overland trade routes lead to our city, and the majority of maritime trade between Bilebrand and Aldenard passes through our ports. Because of this, countless companies and consortia have chosen Uldah as their base of operations. They see to it that the marketplace is awash with merchants and moneylenders day and night. Anything a man could ever desire can be purchased here, provided as he has sufficient funds. Surely there's something you seek, adventurer. A deadlier sword, perhaps, or a shinier trinket? Whatever it is you want, the exchange will have it. To the north, you'll find merchants peddling armor and accessories, curatives, and crafting materials. And to the south, you'll find weapons, tools, and an assortment of other useful items for sale. Seek out a particular merchant or browse to the heart's content. But do try to remain aloof. Should you find something that piques your interest, decisions made in the heat of the moments are usually unwise, especially where coin is concerned. That is all the complimentary aid you shall have from me, and far too much for my taste. My regards to Momodi. Now off with you. That was simple enough. This is how to hand over items, which we just saw. Alright, so now to upper level. Oh, we got another Aetherite. Why does it look like we're in? Oh, that's why. Honestly, I have rarely bought anything from the exchange. When you're first starting out, you really don't need to. Hey, what's going on, cat? That was at 9:25. That was 4 minutes ago. Are you still there? Okay. And like I said, you want to make sure to attune to every one of these. Every one you see. I don't need to know that. I've already got that. Here's another one. It's going to make moving around the city so much easier. She didn't hang out. I think she left. Please keep in mind there is a delay. Okay. Alright, so now we're going down to here to get to our other parts. Welcome to the Gladiators Guild, friend. Tell me, are you new to the thrills of Mortal Kombat? Well, whether you are or not, you are new to us. If you would take your place in this hallowed halls, you must be willing and ready to undergo the most rigorous training. You must endure cuts and bruises beyond counting, and like as not, far worse. A daunting prospect, I concede, but there is no other way if you mean to take to the blood sands one day. And why wouldn't you? The Colosseum is only the most celebrated place of public entertainment in all of Ul'dah. Where else could a poor man amass a fortune so vast as to one day allow him to claim a seat on the syndicate? Ah, there's not an Ul'dan alive who isn't inspired by the rise of the self-made man, and there is no truer embodiment of this than the gladiator who wins riches and fame with his sword. Throughout its long and storied history, this guild has nurtured countless champions. Our training methods are second to none, and our members even strive to develop new techniques. If you desire true glory, to fight in triumph amidst the roar of 10,000 voices, then this is where you belong. Think of it. Think of your legacy, and if your soul stirs, join us. So we need to join the guild. Lulutsu wishes you reaffirm your desire to join the Gladiators Guild. What will it be? Will you rise above the masses and inscribe your name in legend, or will you resign yourself to mediocrity and die in obscurity? A decision you shan't regret. One moment. Make way for Shadow Gaming. Fresh meat coming through. Now then, before your enrollment can be considered complete, you must present yourself to First Sword Mila. Seek her out and obtain her approval. Aye, I heard Lulutsu, so you're Shadow Gaming. 'Tis a good, strong name. On behalf of the Gladiators Guild, allow me to welcome you. I am Mila, Guildmaster here. So you wish to study our arts? I presume you have the reasons for choosing the sword over all other weapons. Perhaps you think it's easiest to learn. Sword is a simple weapon, but to wield a blade, well, is anything but simple. For every Colosseum champion to emerge from our ranks, there have been countless disappointments who failed to achieve greatness. Bear in mind before you answer me, Shadow, for I do not ask this question lightly. Have ye the strength to live by the sword? And if be your fate, die by it. Yes. Then welcome, Gladiator, to your new home. Let's not waste time, shall we? I will gauge your aptitude for the sword. Just outside the gates of Ul'dah, you'll find plenty of marmots, hornets, and shrews. Slay 3 of each and return here when finished. Simple task, but essential to your training nonetheless. Now go. Alright, so we are off to do this quest, Way of the Gladiator. And we're going to track it. Oop, I feel like I'm going the wrong way. Wait a second, I came in that way. That's not the wrong way. Let's see, map. Steps of Ul'dah. Way of the Gladiator. This way. See, we could easily travel from here to here. Oh, we want to travel to here. Sapphire Avenue Exchange. Ah, tell me we didn't get that. Okay, Weaver's Guild. Alright, so now we need to get Sapphire Avenue Exchange. So we have two attacks. We have a Fast Blade, and we have Fight or Flight. There's a Materia Master. So this is where we go to kill those things. And the orange spots are where you need to go. You've just received your first achievements, reaching certain milestones. Yep. Alright, and you can also look on the map here. And also you see how they have that quest thing above, and then the heart, or not heart, but the alright, so there's one. There's experience points. Finding items. An item you have equipped now is bound to you and can no longer be traded or put up for sale in the markets. I need to change my target to F. There's all kinds of these things around here, so I need to kill 3 of those. I need a charge. Oh, we leveled up. One more snapping shrew. And 2 more marmots. There is a marmot. And 1 more. All right. That's good. Now we can return home. And let's look at our Aetherite crystals. Aetherite network. Alright, so where was our Steps of Thule, right here. Gladiators Guild. Gotta let her know that I was still here. Okay, so alright, and go talk to her. Welcome back, Shadow. I take it you've dispatched the beast and with ease? Rest assured, there will be far greater challenges to come. If you wish to master the sword, you must test yourself against a wide variety of foes. To this end, I present you this hunting log. It contains information on creatures ideal for a gladiator in training. You will doubtless gain valuable experience should you seek out and slay them. It is only with such practice that you will recognize and eliminate the deficiencies in your technique. Your training under me shall continue once the haft sits so snugly in your hand that you cannot imagine holding out else. Till then, okay, the next gladiator quest will be available upon reaching level 5. Melee-oriented classes such as Gladiator and Marauder can chain together their weapon skills to deal additional damage or inflict additional enfeeblements to their targets. This is known as a combo. The combos are not available to Pugilists, as this melee class employs a unique weapon skill chaining system. If a weapon skill can be chained with another, it will be indicated in the weapon skills help text under combo action. In the case of Vorpal Thrust to the left, if executed immediately after the True Thrust, the potency will be increased. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Some weapon skills must be delivered from a specified direction to maximize their damage. Okay, yeah, target's rear. When a weapon skill can be chained into a combo, its hotbar action icon will be outlined with a flashing yellow border. The border will fade if the weapon skill is not used within a certain amount of time. Learn which weapon skills chain together to maximize your battle efficiency. Cool. Some items can be used, granting various effects such as instant HP restoration, attribute boosts, and more. Using an item is as simple as selecting Use from the item subcommands. All items with recast timers cannot be used again until the timer is expired. Items you use often can be set to your hotbar for easy access. The hunting log, this is important right here. The hunting log is a record of your completion of tasks involving the slaying of certain creatures. By completing these tasks, you will earn rewards and unlock new challenges. The log can be accessed via logs, found in the main menu, or by pressing H on your keyboard. Once the log is open, select a class and difficulty to view the available challenges for that rank. Each challenge is marked with a class name and number, such as Lancer 01. Below that name and number, you will find the target as well as how many of the target you must defeat. Hovering over the target name will display one of the areas in which the target can be located. Targets indicated in their hunting log will have a special icon above their display name, making it easier to locate the creatures. Okay, so it's got that thing. Cool. Alright, so moving on. You have entered the infamous training ground, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so apparently we're already part of it. So there's quests here, but first I want to go and turn in this other close to home quest. Adventurers Guild. I have not attuned to that one, so let's go here. Well, that's interesting. We got Pumpkinhead, Pumpkin. Okay. Another class I was going to try to be was the Bard. But I don't know. That doesn't seem as fun to me as being a sword-wielding badass. How was your tour of the city, Shadow? Get lost, did you? Aye, well, Uldah's a big place with lots to see and do, but wandering around aimlessly don't pay the bills. If you're serious about making a living here, you'll need to remember where things are. So when you go exploring, explore like you've got a purpose. Alright then, all that's left for you is work hard, make money, and spend it here at the quicksand. Got another quest. You found your way to the quicksand, friend. As you can see, we cater to clientele with an adventurous streak. With the chaos left in the wake of the calamity, the townsfolk will be needing the help of my patrons more than ever. Alright, so Momodi of the quicksand wants to introduce you to a certain someone at the Uldah dispatch yard. Well, youngling, how are you finding our fine Uldah then? Got your bearings around about you yet? If so, mayhaps it's time you ventured beyond the city walls. The bustling streets of Uldah are one thing, but the wilds of Thanalan, that's another altogether. I know a bloke you might fancy speaking to, and be you, name of Papa Shan. You'll find him over at the Uldah dispatch yard. No doubt he'll have some work for you. The dispatch yard's over in central Thanalan. Just head out the door across the hall and you'll see the gate of Null staring right back at you. Pass through it and head east. You'll come upon it before long. There's dangers beyond the wall, though, more than I'd care to count. Nothing too terrible, mind you, but feisty enough to attack if you draw near. Don't say nobody cared enough to warn you. Not to warn you. Shall we do every quest? I think we should. I think we should do every quest we see. Kakazani is shirking duty and could do with a wake-up call. Sure, darling, you can come for a ride. Huh? Where am I? Who are you? And more importantly, where'd she go? Ah, bugger. Did me shift start already? Hell's with it. I'm bleeding. Exhausted anyway. Mind taking this to Jijinasu at the dispatch yard outside the city? He'll probably give you something for the trouble. That was simple enough. Pant, pray let me catch my breath. I went all the way to Scorpion Crossing for a package, but only just now realized I returned with the wrong one. The way back is so far. I can't. I simply can't. Would you make the trip back in my stead? I'm sure some poor soul at Scorpion Crossing is missing this package. I haven't the breath left to tell you the way. Go and see. Miss you. Alright. Yep, they're going crazy with the whole Valentine's Day thing here. Oh, there's another one. Wymond. So, how are you taking the Old Shadow? Old Shadow? Make any new friends in high places yet? Ha, well, when you have the Sultana's ear one day, I hope you won't have forgotten about old Wyman. Long as you're here, mayhaps you can do me a favor and take this missive to Josiah's at the Platinum Mirage. It's just over yonder, and the man will even give you some gil for the trouble if only all work in the city was that easy, hey? Okay, so that's simple enough. Oh, Jajakuta. Tell me what brings you here, friend. Looking for a bit of work, mayhaps? Some small job to add a little weight to that coin purse of yours? Well, you're in luck. The pugilists have just placed an order for me for several of the leather gloves and harnesses they use for sparring. But the traders are cruel, for I find myself lacking the hides required. Would that I had the pelts of a few snapping shrews. What say you, friend? Care to help a merchant down on his luck? Bring me 5 snapping shrew pelts, and I promise to make it worth your while. You can find the creatures roam in central Thanalin. Josiah's. Do you have business with the Platinum Mirage this morning? I do. A missive from Wymond. Alright then, let's have a look. Bird is barren, let the hounds feast. So it goes. Oh, this. Well, you see, the guild is often contracted to provide protective services. Unfortunately, for this particular petitioner, Wymond's investigation has revealed his finances to be wanting. Maybe adventurers like you don't mind working for free, but we have a business to run. I myself have 4 mouths to feed, so this bird will have to fend for himself, I'm afraid. Okay. Okay, what about this guy? Hey you, I saw you looking at me. You got something to say? Huh? No? Well, I do. You know, Diddlada? Short, broke, never pays what he owes? Yeah, that bleeding horsin'. Tell him to pay up, or I swear by the 12 I'll beat him so hard it'll feel like the second coming of Dolomite. If I see that little shite's face, I'll end up pounding him into a bloody pulp like as not, so you go and tell him. Okay, so that one's over here. Diddlada. Oh, gods, be good. Guy Gelter Goon. Whatever. Alright. I'll give back every gil I owe, I swear it. But no more beatings, I beg you. I ain't touch you. But whatever. Look, I haven't got the gil on hand, but I do have this ring. Ain't much to look at, but it'll surely fetch a high price. Was me dear departed mom's wedding ring. God's rest her soul. But she'll understand. Show it to my mom, Marmain, or my main over at the Ojuri, and you'll get your coin. The Azuri, I think, not Ojuri. Mamishu, Scorpion Crossing. The way couldn't be simpler. Pass through this gate and head west until you come upon it. Delivering a package, are you? In that case, you'll want to speak to Oswell when you arrive. Hey, what's going on? How you doing, Cat? Did you just say roar? Okay, so we are attuned to that one. Now, let's go. Yeah. Good. Good to hear it. We're glad to hear it. I am Erasmus of the Order of Nathal. I am charged with studying the anatomy of this region's fauna and the environs in which they dwell, for a dark art of our order is death itself, and power over death can come only through knowledge of life. One day I shall publish my findings in a single comprehensive volume, The Many Breadths of Thanalin, but there is much work to be done before that day. Aid me, brother. Bring me 5 bottles of marmot blood, and perhaps I shall name you in the footnote. Marmots are hardy creatures that thrive nigh everywhere. You will most certainly find them just outside the city in western Thanalin, by the way of the Gate of Sultana. Do take care. They can be feisty little critters when threatened. Okay, so we got that one. Now we're talking to this person. Greetings, adventurer. What brings you to Arzaneth, Ojuri? Hand over the ring. You wish to sell this heirloom on behalf of Didalata? Very well. It is most unfortunate which such drastic measures must be taken. Undoubtedly, or doubly so when the item is in question is fake, and such a gaudy, poorly wrought one. Also, you do know that our appraisals are not free. Normally, this fee is subtracted from the agreed value. Cool. Get her done. Alas, considering the negligible value of this ring, I'm afraid you would still owe us. However, since this is a rather unusual circumstance, we shall waive the fee this once. No need to concern yourself with the bauble. I will personally see to its disposal. Ether. There we go. Who with? Who do you have the interview with? Oh, we have another quest. Ahitu. How can the Ojuri demand such exorbitant contributions every single moon? It's outrageous, I tell you. Don't they understand that a woman has needs? How do they expect me to pay for rouge and sunsilk dresses and feed my marmot? Oh, if I'd had the foresight to marry a more ambitious man. This is all his fault. If he just worked harder and showed some initiative, surely he would be rewarded, maybe even promoted. If things don't improve, it won't be long before I join the beggars in Pearl Lane. Save me from this cruel fate, I beg you. Speak with my husband, Babanima, and find some way to motivate him. You should find him at the Colosseum entrance, wearing one of those ridiculous outfits. Probably have to do drive-through. KFC? Okay. Plus, they're really understandable. Or understaffed. Hey! That's good. Drive-through is a good place to start. Hi, I'm Babanima. Congratulations, you found the world's worst husband. That is, if you believe that harpy I have for a wife. She never cooks, she never cleans, she just gallivants all around spending my hard-earned money. And now I see she's speaking ill of me to bloody strangers? Well, if you're hell's bent on meddling in my affairs, you can assist me by taking some of these frans and fair flyers and posting them on the walls inside the Coliseum. I've got a long day ahead of me standing out here, so I won't be getting to it anytime soon. When you finish, go and tell Wonkin at the Gladiators Guild he should give you something for the trouble. Okay, so we're going inside. 26-minute walk from your apartment. Cool. That's not bad. Gets you exercise every day as well. Okay, key items can be used on targets by first right-clicking on the target, then right-clicking the appropriate icon from the key items window and selecting use. Okay, so over here. Or you could just right-click. Why am I doing his work? This is BS. Are you watching me on Twitch or are you watching me on YouTube? Ooh, that's a nice little drop. Genevieve. Ah. What have you done? Your kind has no business to even look at a lady such as I. Such shocking, unbelievable insolence. And now look. Look at how many gil is scattered across the ground. Pick it up, right this instant. Teach you how to interact with stuff on the ground. Twitch? Okay, cool. How many viewers does it say I have? Because it only shows one. And you're the only one talking. There we go, got 5. My guild, now! And there had better be not missing. 1. This appears to be everything. What are you still staring at? Are you expecting some kind of reward? The insolence. Damn right I am. Alright, so now the top here. Wonkin. You helping Bonema? Well, ain't that charitable of ye. Brand's gotten pretty popular of late, and his fans keep stealing these flyers and taking them home as souvenirs. Ah, so you've met Bonema's wife. Now I understand. Sorry to hear you got caught up in all that.
Oh, God.
If you ask me, they're made for one another. Now that it's my place, not that it's my place to judge. Mind. Any road, we appreciate your help. Carried your arse in here looking for work, eh? Well, you're in luck. Just so happens I have a deed that needs doing. Wild ladybug's been wrecking bloody havoc on the outskirts of town. Something in the air of late made 'em ornery as oryx and rut. Ain't much for fighting on their own, but in numbers, they're more than a match for me merchants who've seen more days at the treat than he has on the battlefield. Well, what do you be? Fancy putting down 4 or so of the bloody buggers, or don't you? Okay, I think we've already...
Do you guys have dinner?
I will. Alright, I'll be right back. Hold on, Catherine. Alright, I'm back. Oh, I see we have a new viewer. Welcome. Let's see if our shout out works on this.
Slut-mogging at its finest.
Yep. They're totally slut-mogging.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I still gotta set that up on this, but if I use stream elements, I can actually, if you're a Twitch streamer, are you a Twitch streamer, Electric Coal 77? If you're a Twitch streamer and I do a shout out, it will actually show some of your videos.
What are you on to? Go eat. Go eat.
I just missed a quest down here. So how you doing today? I feel like, why can I not get to this quest? Where is it? Oh, that's why. Go back down. There we go. Pretty good, just unwinding from a long day. Well, I'm glad that you chose to come here to unwind. Appreciate it. You have a lot of choices. Ah, another Aetherite we can attune to. Halloween. Yes, yes, yes. At last, my work is complete. Mark my words, this formula will revolutionize alchemy as we know it. With just a sip of this tonic, even raging fevers will be instantly extinguished. But I must needs test it, adventurer. While I produce more, I bid you take this batch to Pearl Lane to a man named Landabert. He is trusted by other refugees. Persuade this Landabert to take my tonic and give it to his people. I require nothing in exchange after all. If it truly is effective, it will be a tremendous boon to the advancements of the alchemic arts and mankind at large. Okay. So we have Merchant Strip and this is to go outside. Oh, we can go here. Sapphire Avenue Exchange. You gotta go, your friend's baby has to sleep, and she's on me right now. Okay? Alright, take it easy, Catherine. Thanks for coming out. Medicine for the sick. Ha! We're not fools, boy. We know full well what that bastard Elowin is up to. But we'll accept his medicine nonetheless. Look at us. Beggars can't be choosers. Might be as it's a mere experiment to him, but to us it's a matter of life and death. If we've got to choose between this bastard swill and nothing at all, is it really a choice? Landenberg, okay. Few came here by choice, and fewer still bearing medicine. Your kindness shouldn't go unrewarded. This vase is important to us, but I want you to have it. It's just some old pottery, I know, but it might be valued by collectors of cultural artifacts. There are men who are willing to pay good coin for such objects. If you go to the Sapphire Avenue Exchange, chances are you'll find one of them. I'm doing all these quests that I've never done before. I mean, I'm picking every quest that I can find up. Or picking up every quest I find. Welcome, welcome. What might a discerning gentleman like yourself be looking for today? Hand over. Permit me to examine this vase of yours. I hope you did not spend too much coin on this trash. A flood of like items brought in by refugees has destroyed what demand once existed. The markets are fickle, my friend. If you lose sight of current trends, you stand to lose everything, as I once did. Market wards once bore my name, until fate and hubris reduced me to this. For your sake, I pray that you do not have to learn the lesson the same way I did. Okay. What else? More quests. This guy over here. Pearl Lane. There's a quest in here too. The Weavers Guild. Something in a cream. Oh, whatever shall I do? This dress, I just can't seem to finish it. Oh, the design is flawless. Absolutely flawless. Of that I have no doubt, but I simply cannot settle on a color for the life of me. How would you like to conduct a bit of field research for me? I'm dying to know what color the ladies of Ul'dah are wearing these days, especially on the husting strip. And when you're finished, please call on Luku at the Alchemist Guild. The woman is a wizard with dyes. Have her cook up whatever color you find is most popular. Probably gonna head off for the night. I'll be sure to swing by again soon though. Oh, I appreciate it. Thanks, Electric. You, have a good evening. I'm probably going to jump off here myself and get something to eat. So I appreciate you coming out. And for everybody else, thank you. I will see you next time.